first black man since Ruben in 2003.
Yeah, they was telling me that over there. I was like,
You're like, okay.
I was like, wow. They was like, history made. I said, history's made too. After winning American Idol, I was like, I'm doing all the things.
Jamal Roberts had always dreamed of singing on a big stage. Like millions of hopefuls across the country, he watched American Idol and imagined what it would be like to stand in front of the judges and share his voice with the world. So when he made it onto the show, it felt like his dream was finally coming true. But what was supposed to be the greatest opportunity of his life turned into something much different. Now, Jamal is speaking out and revealing the disturbing truth he says lies behind the glittery lights of one of America's most beloved talent shows. In a video that quickly went viral, Jamal dropped a bombshell that has fans questioning everything they thought they knew about American Idol.
I think this is the first time that I had peace, like, before I sang, because I usually be like, oh Lord, I gotta do this song, I gotta do this song. But this time I was like, you know what? Let's just get up there and sing. And I wasn't stressed, I didn't miss no lyrics, I didn't do nothing. It was just a peace that came over me, and I'm thankful for that.
His words weren't just shocking, they were heartbreaking. He claimed the show wasn't about music anymore. According to him, it had become all about control, emotional pressure, and keeping a carefully crafted image alive. Jamal said the producers didn't care about talent or growth, they cared about ratings and drama. But what really got people talking was what happened during Jamal's return to his hometown of Meridian, Mississippi. Normally, when contestants make it to the finals, the show sends them home to celebrate with their community. It's usually one of the most heartwarming moments of the season, filled with hugs, cheers, and support from local fans. But for Jamal, his homecoming didn't feel like a celebration. Instead, it felt more like a scripted production. And the way everything unfolded made people wonder if something much deeper was going on. When the American Idol crew arrived in Meridian, they didn't come quietly. There were trucks, lights, camera crews, security teams, and production staff everywhere. For a small town, it felt like Hollywood had landed right in the middle of Main Street. People gathered early, excited to welcome Jamal back and show their support. After all, he was one of them, a hometown hero who made it big.
It was one part of the competition where I was like, I think I can chill now a little bit, but she was like, I want to see more, and it was just consistency, and I understood that completely.
But that excitement didn't last long. Something about the whole event felt off. Local reporters were kept at a distance and told to wait for approval before asking any questions. Fans wearing Jamal's name on their shirts were moved around several times, almost as if they had to react at specific moments. Even Jamal's walk through the town square was rehearsed over and over again. Each hug, wave, and smile looked like it had been planned in advance. One woman in the crowd whispered, "Why are they trying so hard to make this perfect?" Her words hung in the air like smoke after a firecracker. The more people watched, the more they realized this wasn't a real welcome home. It was a performance. And the longer it went on, the more obvious it became. Just a few days before the Meridian shoot, Jamal had shared a live video online where he made several serious accusations. He said the show had treated contestants like characters instead of real people. According to him, everything was controlled: what they wore, how they acted, and even what they said during interviews. He explained that the pressure was overwhelming and there wasn't enough emotional support for anyone. Jamal felt like he was being forced into a version of himself that didn't feel true. Producers, he claimed, wanted him to fit a specific storyline. The goal wasn't to help him grow as an artist, it was to keep viewers entertained. His words painted a picture of a system more interested in ratings than reality. After that video went public, many expected American Idol to respond. But they said nothing. No denial, no explanation, nothing. And then, right in the middle of the growing controversy, the show went ahead with filming Jamal's hometown visit. For a lot of people, that felt strange.
The winner of American Idol is Jamal Roberts.
Was this a way to distract viewers from Jamal's claims? Was the show trying to smooth things over with a feel-good moment? Some people thought so. It looked like an attempt to protect their image, to turn the spotlight back onto Jamal, but only in the way they wanted him to be seen. The shoot was nearly halfway done when something unexpected happened. a voice shouted from the crowd, loud enough for everyone to hear, "We know the truth about this show." Suddenly, everything stopped. The cameras went off. Producers rushed toward the noise. Security moved in fast. People started pulling out their phones, and crew members scrambled to stop them from recording. The atmosphere flipped in an instant. What had been a perfectly controlled scene was now chaotic and unpredictable. Jamal froze. His smile disappeared. His eyes scanned the crowd, and for a few seconds, he didn't say a word. He looked like someone who had just seen his personal and professional life collide in the worst possible way.
Tell me that it'll settle in probably later on tonight or in the morning or something, but I'm just like, I'm in awe. This has been a dream. God is good, and I'm so thankful. I'm grateful for every opportunity. I'm thankful for American Idol. Everybody that's played a big part in this moment. I love you, and I'm just grateful.
Whispers turned into conversations. People began questioning everything. Was this hometown visit ever real? Or had it all been fake from the start? The interruption didn't just break the scene, it confirmed what Jamal had been saying. Others had heard his story. Others believed him. The truth was starting to slip through the cracks, and no amount of editing could stop it. After things calmed down, the crew tried to continue filming. But something had changed. While viewers at home would later see a clean, emotional montage, those who were there knew the real story. Behind the scenes, production staff scrambled to take control of the situation. Messages from people claiming to work on the show began to appear online. In those messages, producers reportedly discussed how to fix the situation without letting Jamal take control of the narrative. It wasn't about capturing an honest moment, it was about managing damage. One anonymous crew member said every single part of Jamal's visit had been rehearsed, not just to make it look good on TV, but to keep anything real from slipping through. The producers wanted Jamal to look grateful and emotional, but never frustrated or too honest. Jamal had asked for more freedom, like being able to talk openly with fans or walk through his neighborhood without being guided, but he was told no. Everything had to follow a script. As the day went on, Jamal changed. He no longer looked relaxed or joyful. His smile seemed forced. He looked tense and distracted. Locals began to notice it too, with one person saying, "He didn't look happy, he looked like he was trying to hold something in." The event that was supposed to be a celebration had become something much heavier. Later that evening, away from the crowd and cameras, Jamal gathered a small group of people he trusted, local reporters, family friends, and longtime supporters. He wanted to talk, not as a TV contestant, but as a person who was exhausted and hurting. "I never thought coming home would feel like this," he told them. His voice was calm, but you could tell he had been carrying a lot. He spoke about how the weeks on the show had worn him down, how being told what to do, how to act, and even how to speak had made him feel like a stranger to himself. "They want to package me a certain way," he said, "but I want to be real." Those words hit hard. This wasn't just about a reality show anymore. It was about someone losing his identity in the middle of a machine that only cared about appearances. Jamal hinted that there were even darker secrets, things he still couldn't talk about. But he warned that if people knew what really happened behind closed doors, they wouldn't be cheering. And he didn't stop there. Before the group left, Jamal dropped one more truth bomb. He said that some of the show's biggest judges knew exactly how contestants were being treated. He didn't name names, but he explained how he'd been told to turn up the charm and act like someone America would vote for, even during off-camera moments. The judges, he suggested, weren't just innocent bystanders. They were part of the system, even if they didn't always give direct orders. That knowledge, Jamal said, kept him from speaking up before. There was always the fear that if he spoke out, he'd lose everything, not just his shot at winning, but his career. But after what happened in Meridian, he was done staying silent. As word of Jamal's claim spread, the internet exploded. Some fans defended the show, saying, "That's just how TV works." But others sided with Jamal and demanded answers. Petitions began to surface, asking American Idol to release the unedited footage of Jamal's hometown visit. Supporters said He deserved the chance to tell his story without being filtered or controlled. The conversation was no longer just about a single contestant. It was about whether viewers were being shown the truth. If Jamal's telling the truth, one comment read, "This isn't a talent show. It's a carefully managed drama pretending to be real." Another viewer added, "I always felt like something about Idol wasn't real. Now I believe it." With the live finale just days away, the pressure on the show has reached a boiling point. Everyone wants to know, will American Idol show the full, honest version of Jamal's story, or will they stick to their polished edit? And perhaps more importantly, what will Jamal do when he steps on that final stage? Since his emotional hometown visit, Jamal has kept a low profile. He hasn't done interviews. He hasn't posted much online. But insiders say he's thinking about using the live finale to speak out once and for all. If he does, it could change everything, not just for him, but for the entire entertainment industry. Some people believe networks will back away from Jamal, afraid he's too outspoken. But others say his honesty is exactly what the industry needs, a voice willing to speak up, even when it's risky. One thing is certain, this isn't just about winning a singing competition anymore. It's about truth, control, and one young man's fight to be seen for who he really is. Jamal Roberts entered American Idol chasing a dream. Along the way, he became more than just a finalist, he became a truth teller. He played by the rules. He did what they asked. But now, as the final episode approaches, he's no longer following the script. He's reclaiming his story. The American Idol team may have created a version of Jamal they wanted the world to believe in, but now he's ready to show the real version of himself. And as the stage lights come on for the last time, only one question remains: will America hear Jamal's truth or the show's version of it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.